Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek, but I am Penge, and welcome back to the Guild 3, where we rejoin the Piece of Cake dynasty, and you can just about make out Gunter Piece of Cake there through the gloom, because the weather is quite terrible. The weather here in Magdeburg in the autumn of 1402 is quite terrible indeed. There are 2 severe snowstorms in the area, and they're not just passing by, they are raging in the area, so there's really, really terrible weather going on. Hang on a minute. Gunter, Gunter, look, your long-lost brother is here. Also, you're about to be run over by a horse. But, maybe concentrate more on your long-lost brother. I mean, he's wearing green. He's the Luigi to your Mario there, but okay. Okay, right, lovely family reunion is going to be slightly spoiled by this horse coming through, but there we go, never mind. So, also Gunter's found his long-lost brother, which is marvellous. So we met Gunter last time, and he decided that Magdeburg was the place for him. He came here with some money, with the idea of setting things up for himself and creating a family here, and, creating a bit of a dynasty for his family, a bit of a legacy. So we've got this shop here. So we've got Piece of Cake Crafts. It's got all of the workers and transporters and what have you in. They are busy making planks and torches, and they're making an okay amount of money. The money they're making is a sufficient amount. We've been able to upgrade a few little bits and bobs. So we are no longer the lowest of the low. We're no longer a terrible serf. We have dragged ourselves up to become a commoner. Yay! So, we worked really, really hard and became common. And also, we treated ourselves to this here. So we've got Handicraft level 2. So we started with 1. We have then gone up to Handicraft level 2, which is lovely. So we've got those 2 things that we've purchased. Gunter is at risk of, he is being run over by a horse a little bit. That's fine. Also, Gunter's brother is now also being run over by a horse. It's a bad day. It's a bad day all round for Gunter and his long-lost brother. So also then Gunter, whilst this lot are in here making him his money, so they're working away. He's really not doing anything. So he wandered around yelling about how great he was, just to anybody that was passing by, just running up and just screaming in their faces. And then at the grand old age of 19, Gunter thought, you know what? It's time for me to settle down. We need to go and find somebody to marry. So, after a bit of a whirlwind romance, Gunter and Alisa got married, which is lovely. So, Gunter is now married, and Alisa joined him over at their little house here, Home Stinky Home, which is a terrible name, but I think we'll keep it anyway. So, they came over here to Home Stinky Home, and they did whatever they needed to do in order to produce some offspring. And now Alisa, wherever you might be over here, the weather's not quite so bad over here with Alisa. The weather's all right just here. It's terrible where Gunter is, but it's okay just here. She is now pregnant, and 7 minutes and 6 seconds, although we're in super slow-mo mode. And then we will have our first heir, which is brilliant news, because of course we need the heirs in order to continue the game and to continue the dynasty and all that kind of stuff. So that's very, very good. I also noticed that she is out here as someone who's pregnant. Also, you've got your sleeves rolled up. You are at least wearing a hat, and you've got more covering on than Gunter has. Maybe you should get a coat as well. I don't know. So there we go. So we've done the first things we need to do, really. So we've got the shop set up. We have got ourselves an offspring on the way to continue the dynasty, which is very, very good. That will also make this little crown thing up here go away, because it's saying there's no heir. Please sort this out. So we'll have that sorted. So what I think we want to do today, let's just zoom out a little bit. The weather is terrible, but it's not so bad over here. The weather's okay over here. I can zoom in and look at Margaret with her plague Dr. Duckbeak thing on, and hang on. Why is the weather so bad over there? Why is the weather so bad around here? There's a very localized sort of weather storm thing going on there. Okay. Right. Okay, so the weather in the Guild 3 is very obscure. Okay, fine. It's just affecting a very, very small local area around us, it seems. But right you are. So what I would like to do today is, we've got 1 heir on the way. I think we need to get another heir. So we want to get another child. So once this child is born, Gunter and Alisa need to go and do whatever it is they do to then get another child underway. Because, with only 1 heir, something bad could happen to them, and that would end the whole game, and it would all be very tragic. So, we need to make sure that we've got at least a couple of heirs to our dynasty. So that would be good. And I would like to get another business down. I would like to be able to unlock one of these. So either the tailor, woodworking, stonemasonry, or metalworking. I'd like to get one of those in. Now, the only thing is, tailors and stonemasons, we need to be at a citizen level, which is quite expensive. So we might have to go down possibly the route of either woodworking or metalworking. And either of those are good. Either of those are good. I mean, I don't quite know which one to choose. I'm not entirely sure which one would be the best. What do we get? Metalworking. Let's look at this now. So metalworking. We need to be a yeoman. So we could, in theory, do that now if we wanted to. But I think that might be... Yeah, do you know what? We'll wait a little bit. We'll wait till we've got something at least double that. Maybe we've got 3,000 monies. We'll upgrade ourselves to become a yeoman. So what would we get for metalworking? So once we're a yeoman, silver, iron bracers, nails, a silver chain, and we'll be able to build all those things in a foundry. Okay, and then that moves up to silver rings, gambesons, which I think is a type of armour, chainmail, and a shield. Again, that's quite useful. I do like the idea of all that. Metalworking 3 is gold and gold chains and rapiers and short swords. And then down here's got to be the good stuff. A handgun. Oh, that's very good. So instead of dueling with our opponents with swords, we can just shoot them. A longsword, a mace, and plate mail. Okay, yeah, I do quite like the sound of that. Now, I definitely want to go down this route. When we get the money and stuff, I definitely want to go and create a sort of a tailor somewhere or other in the city and have ourselves like a clothing line. I like that idea, but yeah, that's a little way off. So what about woodworking? What do we get for woodworking? So here we can make oak planks, wooden frames, a comb, a barrel, and a walking stick. It's not quite as glamorous, is it? That's like, a silver chain, silver, iron bracers, and here we can make a plank and a comb and a walking stick. It lacks the glamour element, doesn't it? Woodworking 2, leather weapon hilt. Now battle axe. Now we're getting into things. Oakwood rings and a hand cart. Okay, and the next one down is a ruby staff and a cupboard. I think the decision has been made. I think we're going to go down woodworking because I think we have to have the ability to make a cupboard because we're in the Geek cupboard. So we can make a cupboard in the Geek cupboard, which is some sort of weird Inception level nonsense. Oh, I think it might have to be woodworking. Even though the first tier is rubbish, we can make wooden frames and boring combs. We can get down here and make people Geek cupboards. Oh, that's brilliant. And then what's the bottom one? We can make a crossbow and a horse-drawn cart. Okay, right. I mean, that's all good. It's all exciting stuff. But yeah, I do like the idea of being able to make cupboards. Okay, wonderful. So we need some more money. At the moment, it is late anyway, so nobody is at work. Now that might be the perfect time to go and have a look at the business. So let's go down to here. Piece of Cake Crafts. What we're going to do is let's pop indoors and just have a look at what's going on. So at the moment, everybody is set up to do things how I have told them. So we're not using any of this stuff here. The AI controls are not active. Oh, hang on. Oh no, people are still working. I thought I heard the bell ring, but no, obviously not. Hang on, let's get it past 10 o'clock. Now they've finished. There we go. So 10 o'clock is when they all go home. So, yes, we've got Helmut, Voltraud, maybe, and Julianne. And they are making these things that I have told them to do. And then we have another Voltraud going on the Torchy trade route. And a few people in the comments on the previous video, and indeed some of the other guild videos, have said, why do you keep getting them to do things that you're telling them? Why do you keep sort of micromanaging this? Why not just use AI controls for what the workers are doing and then set your storage rules? And that means that the AI will determine what they make. And, they might start making some iron, and then might start making some daggers and things, which is a new thing that we haven't made yet. They'll make the best of it. So at the moment, we keep having to tweak the Torchy trade route to make sure they don't buy too many pine wood logs and all that kind of stuff. If we use the storage rules and put everybody onto AI controls, we don't have to do that, apparently. So what we might do is, let's go and have a look and just see if that makes any difference at all. I do not know, but I think it's worth having a little look. And if it just proves to be a complete disaster, if we lose loads of money because it just doesn't work, then we can always just sort of switch everything back onto our control, and then we'll go from there. But I think it's worth giving it a go, because so many people in the comments have said we should try it. So first things first, let's switch you and you and you onto AI control. So what we can see is when we do that, these two are making planks, and you are making iron. Yet we do not have any iron ore. Okay, that's interesting. And now if we go to the storage rules, now we need to configure this, and this should then control what the transporter goes and buys and drops off and sells and all that kind of stuff. So crude weapon hilts. Okay, so do we want to keep any of these? Now, I assume we use those to make a dagger. I assume, yes, we need a weapon hilt and a piece of iron to make a dagger. And I think daggers are going to be quite good things to sell, because that will make us some money. So, okay, yeah, crude weapon hilts, not as much. Fittings, they make much money? Hardly any at all. In fact, they're rubbish. 2 bits of iron. Hang on, how much is it to get a bit of iron? So it would cost 2 lots of iron ore would be 8, because we'd purchase it. So purchase it at 4, we would then, that would cost 8 to turn for the 2 bits of iron, and then we'd sell that at 12. That is rubbish. Don't make fittings. Fittings are terrible. Daggers seem to be the way to go. Okay, so storage rules. So crude weapon hilts, don't put any of those in the front store. Use them to make daggers. And the maximum storage of those, but we don't want infinite maximum storage because that just sounds terrible. So let's put, I don't know, 20 of those. Daggers, maximum in storage. Let's keep 40 of those maximum in storage and keep 5 in the front store and just notch the price up the tiniest bit. Fittings, none of those in the front store. None of those at all. We don't really want fittings. Flax. Is flax used to make a bit of the hilt? Yes, it is. Iron and flax. Okay. Yeah, maximum keep 20 of those in. If we're going to make 20 hilts, we might as well have 20 of those. Iron, keep, I don't know, maximum in storage 60 of that because we use that a lot. Don't sell that in the front store, however. Iron ore. Hang on, did we not just say for that to go to 40? Is that not what we... Oh, 60. Hang on. I thought I'd told it to go to 60. There we go. Right, you, iron ore. Also keep you at 60. Maximum in storage of 60 there. Pine planks. Yeah, max of 20 in storage there. Pine wood, 20 maybe. That's got a minimum in storage of 20 of those. How about we put 60 again? Like that. So iron ore is the same and the pine wood is the same. And then the torches, I think we will sell at the front as well. So we'll sell the torches at the front because they sell quite nicely. They sell for 55, which is very good. So we'll bring that down to 5. We'll put that up to 102% and maximum in storage of 20 of those, please. Okay, so we're going to go out and we're going to procure pine wood, which is useful, iron ore, which is useful, and flax, which is useful. And that is it. They're all the things we're going to buy. Okay, right. And now we need to tell you to adhere to the storage rules. Now, that might mess that thing up. I don't quite know what you're going to do with the things you're holding. We might need to go and sort that out. But okay, right. So that's that done. And we will see what's going on. Oh, look at that. Gunter has just acquired a heck of a lot of influence. Well done, Gunter. Good job. I like the fact that you're running home, Gunter. Are you actually going home? Because the characters don't ever go home. I feel a bit sad for the characters. Maybe we should let Gunter go home. He's probably just running by. Although there you go, Alisa is also running this way as well. Okay, right. Let's move time on. Let's speed time on. And let's see if those changes take effect. Or, I mean, how long is that going to take again? 6:43. Okay, yeah, it's going to take a little while. Let's move time on nice and fast. They can go and carry on yelling about how great they are. And we will see eventually, when everyone comes back to work, whether our changes to the automated AI controls will make any difference. And we have the birth of the first child of the Piece of Cake dynasty. And it is a boy. So the stats are okay. So charisma of 2, dexterity of 2, intelligence of 6, perception of 2, and a strength of 1. And yes, they must have a buff to that. So they're quite literary. Okay, so they're quite good at the words and the reading and the books. I mean, I like the fact that we know this. We know this when the child has just been born. Well, yeah, we're giving them strength tests. We're saying, here, you, newborn, hold these weights. It's like, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. But this is good. So, yes, they're very, very intelligent, which is a good thing. Okay, yeah, there you go. You're a well-read person. You know the best and most unusual words. Okay, so now I've got to pick a name. So let's not call you Klaus. I think we can think of a better name that's a little bit more on point. There we go. Our child shall be called Battenberg, which is a type of cake. Now, I don't know if it's a globally recognised type of cake. We certainly have it here in the UK. So a Battenberg cake, and that fits quite well because, of course, the surname is Piece of Cake. So it's going to be Battenberg Piece of Cake, which I do quite like. So there we go. So, okay, welcome to the world, Battenberg. I still find it a little bit weird that after giving birth, Alisa then just goes back out to yelling about how great things are again, and then just leaves the child at home on their own. I mean, that can't be good. That can't be a good thing, can it? That's a terrible idea. So yeah, poor Battenberg is just at home on his own now. Just, pooling about the house, making his own dinners, tidying up. I don't know what he's doing. Stoking the fire. All of this at the age of 0. So well done, Battenberg. You are a very resourceful baby. And something has happened to Gunter. He's waiting to be treated in the hospital called the Lusty Leech, which is an excellent name for a hospital. I'm not entirely sure what has happened to poor Gunter. I didn't see anything pop up here saying that he was getting attacked or anything, but his health is very, very low. 26 out of 119. It says there that alerted pickpocketing, and he's buffed because he's waiting to be treated. I wonder if somebody tried to pickpocket him, and then he's obviously fought back, and then they've been really strong, and they have taken him down. But normally we get the little things at the top, unless I missed them. Unless I missed them when I was looking at a stats screen or something else. I don't know. So poor Gunter is currently a little bit under the weather. So he's not able to go and celebrate the birth of his first child because he's currently in hospital. Oh, Gunter, that's all a little bit sad. Never mind, you can go home. Who am I kidding? You're not going to go home. You're going to go around and yell about yourself again and leave poor Battenberg on his own to fend for himself. But yeah, maybe at some point you can both go home and say hello to little Battenberg. And taking a look at the shop, it seems that we do have in some iron ore. So I think Waltraud has indeed adhered to the storage rules and has gone and picked up some iron ore. But now I think she might be in a bit of a pickle because she is holding a torch and a pine plank and she doesn't know what to do with them. So right, hang on a sec. Whereabouts are you, Waltraud? Let's grab you out. Let's put you here. Run over to the market, which is very, very popular right now. It's hugely popular. Oh my goodness me, there's a lot of people that all look the same, just lurking around the place. So let's get her over there. Then let's sell the stuff that she's got in her hand. So we will force those to be sold. So, okay, right, we'll get rid of that. Yes, please. We'll make ourselves 108 monies. Yes, lovely. And 13 planks for 91 monies. Okay, so that's a nice money made. And now you, if we go back to here and into here, we will then tell you to adhere to the storage rules. So you should then hopefully go and do some stuff. Yeah, you're now coming. Are you coming back, I assume? Let's see. You coming back home? Yes, you're going to run back in. So then you're going to turn up and then you're going to see what we need. Right, so you've got some iron. Okay, you've got some iron in your hands now. So where are you going? Whereabouts are you going? Oh, you're just chilling out inside. Right, now where are you going? So you're going to go somewhere else. So are you carrying anything now? Not entirely sure. Yeah, you're carrying 3 iron. So are you going to go and sell that 3 iron now? 24, but then we've just spent quite a lot of money. So we made 24, but we just bought something for the value of 60 and 54. What did we just buy? Oh, we bought quite a lot of pine wood and quite a lot of iron ore. Okay, right, now this is good. A couple of our people have leveled up. Let's deal with that whilst we're here. So it's you, so Helmut, you have leveled up. So, right, what do we want? We want you to be very good at productivity. There we go. Now, a few people in the comments have said, productivity, yes, you want to make sure you give them dexterity and intelligence. Somebody said that charisma negatively affected productivity. I don't think it does. It doesn't seem to imply it there. Negatively influenced by damage suffered, which would make sense. Because if you're trying to, I don't know, make a plank out of a log and your arm's hanging off, then yeah, it's going to be quite tricky. But yeah, nothing about charisma. And it wouldn't make sense if charisma affected. That wouldn't really make any sense. Because why would being charismatic affect your ability to make things? It shouldn't have any bearing on it. So we want dexterity and intelligence. Well, you've got dexterity 4 and intelligence 4. So let's give it the first one then. So what have we got? 75%. So that can go up. And what does that now go to? Productivity 86%. Oh, okay, that is excellent. Okay, right, we'll take that. And then Julianne, we will do the same with you. Yeah, you're quite bad. We need to get this increased. So you're only on 70%. So if we increase that, 76%. Okay, so that's gone up a little bit. So that's a tiny bit better. Is anybody else looking like they might level up? Well, yeah, you're nearly leveled up. Waltraud is nearly leveled up. Waltraud the transporter. And what are we working on? So we're now making, daggers. We've got ourselves hilts being made, and then we've got daggers being made. We're grabbing some more flax to put that into the storage area. Okay, this is very, very good. Now, also, add-ons. can we treat ourselves to some more add-ons? Now, I hadn't noticed this. I think this has changed since the last time we played. But yeah, somebody else in the comments on the previous video pointed it out. I was under the impression that we could only upgrade each of these once because it's a sort of a tier 1 building. And I think that was the case the last time we played. But now, if you look here, workers, we upgraded it once. There's one little blue light here. But this light here is not blue, which implies we can do it again. So we could get ourselves another worker. And I am very tempted to do that. Now, yes, we have to pay them wages and we've got to get them on board. But I think that's probably going to be worth it in the long run because that means we will have more things to sell. We'll have more goods to sell and we will make more money in the long run. So let's get that. Let's get ourselves an extra worker. So that's our 4th add-on. Also, do we want to get anything else like disease protection and building security and stuff? Let's treat ourselves to some disease protection and to some security as well. Let's just get ourselves a little bit of a buff to our existing shop. Fire protection might also be a good thing. Although, I have not actually seen a fire in the Guild 3 in all the time I've played. Now, that might be putting the kiss of death on it. I might well be coming to regret this. Maybe we'll save that money right now. And we will go back to here. We'll hire another employee. Yes, please. We'll put you on automated as well. And you are going to make iron. Okay, right, so we've got 4 people in here now. Let's see if that starts turning a profit. We've loaded stuff into the front store. So we've got ourselves a couple of torches and 5 daggers. Was that the most we're going to have? Yeah, so 5 daggers are now in there. So everything else we make, I imagine, unless someone comes in and buys the daggers and the torches, all the other daggers we make are possibly going to be taken away to be sold. And Wooltroud, yay! Right, we want you to be good at bargaining. Bonus when bargaining. You have a bonus of 2. Positively influenced by intelligence and charisma. Well, you have a charisma of 4, but only intelligence of 3. So let's increase that. So bonus when bargaining is 2. Bonus when bargaining is still 2. Okay, maybe that wasn't quite enough to push that up to 3, but at least we know what we're doing with her the next time she levels up. Right, Gunter's also leveled up. Now, what do we want to do with this? What do we want to do with this? Because Gunter doesn't really do any bargaining. He doesn't really do any bargaining, so I don't know if we need to put your charisma up anymore. You do have a perception boost. Why is that? Is it because you've been alerted to something? Why have you got a perception boost? Ah, because you were suspected that someone was coming around to pickpocket you, so your perception's gone up. I mean, what do you want to do with this? Excellent genes? Do we do that so the children are better? Ability to learn, ability to gain influence. That's quite good because that's what we're doing now. Positively influenced by charisma. Not really so bothered about the whole fighting side of things. Let's give you a point of charisma. Excellent genes is also positively influenced by charisma. So yeah, okay. Let's give you another point of charisma. There we go. So if you do need to go and do any bargaining, you'll be quite good. But also, yes, we're down here. So yeah, we've got some good genes and we are able to gain influence a little bit quicker. Okay, right, that's marvellous. Oh, and he's also gone. He's also vanished. Where are you now, Gunter? Oh, there you go. You just stood in the market yelling to anybody that will listen. Crack on. The money is slowly coming in from Piece of Cake Crafts. It's not exactly pouring in either since we've switched it onto the AI controlled stuff, but it is slowly going up. I think what we might need to do is, I think we might need to let an entire day, whatever, season, year, whatever it is, the next sort of phase of the game pass by without us doing anything. And then we can have a look in the stats to see exactly what is going on. Oh, there's a fight going on. I don't think it's between us. No, it is not between us. It's brutal. It's brutal, and there's some sort of punching and stabbing. Nobody else seems to care. Nobody's coming to... Oh, and he took a dive. That was an absolute dive. Oh, dearie me. Okay, fine. So who was that? That was the robber. I don't know how you say that. Tice? Ts? I'm not entirely sure how you say that. But there we go. A robber from the Schlender dynasty is now down and out. Okay, there you go. Without a teacher, don't rob people. Okay, so it's come to the end of the working day. So I think we can actually take a look at the numbers now. So purchases, 1,500-ish monies. But we sold at the market double that. Plus, we made some sales in the front store. And of course, yes, there's all these extra bits and bobs here. So we did some upgrades and we did some employee stuff. We hired some extra people. So yeah, really, that 911 that we've made there is a little bit unrealistic because, yes, the upgrades, we did spend 600 on upgrades. So, yeah, we actually did make quite a bit of money there. That is actually very good, considering, yeah, we made double in purchases what we actually sold at the market, and then a little bit more from the sales in the front store. That's actually not bad. That is very, very good indeed. What? Oh, hang on a minute, I should have got out there. What kind of stuff are we actually getting on with? What are we doing? So currently, yeah, so it swings about, doesn't it? They make lots of different things. Currently, before they all went home, they were making, one of them was making planks, and the other 3 were making torches. But we do have in stock some pine wood, we've got some flax, we've got some iron ore, we've got some more planks, and we've got some torches. And in the front store, we do have ourselves, we do have some more torches and 5 daggers as well. Do you know what? They've done very, very well. And that does take the hassle out of it all, doesn't it? You can just sort of go, yeah, it's fine. There we go. We just leave you to get on with it, and that's fine. Yeah, that's actually quite good, the AI controls thing. And that means you don't have to sort of fiddle about with your transport route things, your trade routes. You have to go, oh, we're buying slightly too much wood. Oh, we need a little bit more wood. All this, all that. They just kind of buy whatever they feel they need to at the time. And then we can make money off it. Okay, that's very interesting. Right, okay, so let's see if that works out today as well. And, okay, that's sure to prove helpful. You recently heard that they have come up with the new rules for chess. These include castling. You will surely be able to use this to your advantage in your next game. I don't know what that means. What's castling? Is that a real thing? Or is that some sort of reference I'm not getting at all? I don't know. And our reputation has increased. The reputation status of your dynasty with the inhabitants of in something, I assume it's supposed to have a district name there, of Magdeburg is now friendly. This will affect the motivation of your employees in businesses located in, and a blank there for the district. I imagine it's here. I imagine it's Olvenstedt, because that's where we're based. Okay, well, that's good. That's quite nice. 24 more messages. I should possibly go through the messages and just sort of clear these out, because there's all sorts of stuff going on. Your reputation has increased. That's good. And another thing happened there. Someone has praised us. Elizabeth Wolgemuth praised Gunter piece of cake. That's very nice. Anything else happening? A family member has leveled. Okay, yeah. Any other praising? Ute Gürtelmacher. Okay, and various of the bits and bobs are looking pretty good. Okay, right. Let's just go through and clear all these down, because there's loads of them that I haven't read. Oh, that's good. Someone hired a murderer to kill Ziena Schlender. You, however, were in the right place at the right time and were able to scare the villain off with a loud shout of, "Murderer, help!" I mean, it's not very inventive, but it'll do the job. The Schlender family is most grateful. Oh, well, that's lovely. We did a nice thing for the Schlenders. That's lovely. That name rings a bell. I'm not entirely sure why, but that name does seem to ring a bell. But okay, that's fine. Good. I'm glad we did a nice thing. And that's kind of what I want from the Piece of Cake dynasty. I want them to be doing stuff like this. They're going to be nice, righteous, noble folk who don't want any beef with people. They don't want trouble. They just want the best from all of the people they meet, and they want lovely things to happen. So yeah, that is a good thing. That is a step in the right direction. Well done. Well done, us. Oh, and 2 dynasties that we have seen mentioned in our notes here, the Schlenders and the Wolgenmuths, are in feud. Oh, okay, well that's pretty good. They're not feuding with us, so that's good. Unfortunately, Werner Noll has denounced Gunter in public, but never mind. Nobody has declared a feud on us yet. I'm sure it'll happen at some point. I'm sure it will happen at some point. Right, what we're going to do is, let's get Gunter to finish doing the yelling about himself. Okay, he's finished that. Right. Gunter, make your way over to Home Stinky Home, please. You run over there, and then in fact, Alisa's only just started her, so you also come home, because now we have a plan. We've got a plan. We know what you need to do next, so it's fine. So, move time on. Gunter seems to be relatively nearby. I think Alisa might be slightly more distant. Okay, so both Gunter and Alisa are home, and I think this might be the first time that the entire family have been home together. I mean, certainly Gunter has never seen Battenberg, because he has just been out and about the streets yelling about himself. So I don't think he's come home to see poor little Battenberg. Alisa must have seen Battenberg at some point, I assume. So there we go. Right, they can meet Battenberg. Hello, spend some time with your child. Right, what can we do here with Battenberg? Can he do anything yet? I assume he can't stack boxes. Go out and play? No, you're a bit young for that. How old are you? You're 1. Okay, yeah, fine, maybe not. We can't hunt rats with you either. No, of course not. Right, okay. So we can't do too much with Battenberg right now. So he's just going to stay at home and just chill out for a bit. Spinning tops. Now, yes, we did take some spinning tops from you, didn't we? We took them from Alisa because she had a couple of them on her. Why don't we give one to Battenberg? There we go. So your ability to learn goes up by 2%. I mean, it's not going to set the world alight, but it's better than nothing. So a 2% increase in your ability to learn. And now we're going to do what we need to do. So Gunter and Alisa, prepare yourselves because, we're going to do what we need to do in order to get a second child into the piece of cake dynasty. So here we go. It's down there and it's there. And we'll just leave it to it. We'll just go over here. It's absolutely fine. We'll just go and wander off and look at something else. And we could, whilst they're doing that, let's put time onto normal. We could take a look around at maybe where we could base a second business. So right now, we've got almost 4,000 monies. That's wonderful. So what we could do is, let's claim the title of yeoman for 1,450 monies. What does that let us do? It allows us to throw stones, to ask a favour, to apologise to the neighbours, or raid the kitchens. Okay, but it also gives us an extra business. Right, okay, so there we go. We are now a yeoman, which is wonderful. Hang on. Have they done the thing yet? There we go. Right, someone's expecting a baby. Wonderful. Right, slow time down again. What were those actions? What were those new actions that appeared? So, okay, throw stones is just troublemaking. I don't really want to do that. What was the other one? Spray transporter. Oh, yeah, there you go. Apologise to the neighbours. You little rascal, you're always up to no good. So there must be some things you have to apologise to the neighbours for. So just say sorry, and this will improve your family's reputation in the village or district. Implying that you're always in trouble with the neighbours for something. Can you do that? No, you cannot. Is there anything else that you can do? No, you can't go and stack boxes. You can't distract guards. You still can't go out and play. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Yeah, we can't throw stones. What else did it give us? What were the other things that we could do? Raid the kitchens. What is raid the kitchens? Do we just go and rob food off people? I don't think we've got that one on here. Unless it's something that Gunter can do specifically. I'm not entirely sure. Is it something that he has to do down here? What's that? Well, that's extinguish a fire. Grab a bite to eat. Grab a drink. What are these? Oh, look at that. So you can go and get your strength back. So you can go and grab a drink, or you can go and grab a bite to eat. You can go to sleep. You can get healed. I don't know where those other things are. I don't know where. It's not that one. Where the either ask a favour or raid the kitchens is. I am intrigued with raid the kitchens. Also, maybe we need to get this in as well, because now maybe we should have got this a lot earlier. Now no, you can't get it until you're a yeoman, which we've only just become. Okay, let's get this then. A 10% reputation bonus for 50 of our influence. Absolutely, yes, please. We will take that, and I don't think we can get any of those other things until we're a citizen. Yeah, okay, right. So we've got all of the things now from the ambition tree that we can get for right now. The next ones we can get are when we are a citizen. Okay, which will be a little way off. It will be a little way off. However, we can now also unlock Woodworking 1. That's only 1,500. That might leave us a little bit out of pocket, but I still think that's plenty of money for us to be going on with. So how about we get this with the aim of eventually making our own cupboards, which is brilliant. So let's do that. So let's get Woodworking 1. We'll invest in that. Yes, please. Leaves us with 1,100 monies, which is not as much as I would like us to have. And I assume there's no way we can't build whatever it would be, a carpenter's shop. Let's just take a quick look. How much are they going to be? 1,630. So we're not anywhere near that. Plus, we're going to need money to kit it out with add-ons and get all the workers in, and then get an initial purchase of goods to make it make stuff. So, yeah, I think maybe we just need to get some more money in first. So maybe when we've got, 4,000? Maybe when we have 4,000 gold, we will see if we can get ourselves a carpenter shop. Now, the big question from there is, where do we want to build the carpenter shop? Just here, this looks like a pretty good place. So the market here in the new town, there's a lot of people going around here. There is a lot of foot traffic going on. There's lots of transporters. There's not too much in the way of business around here. There's a public house. There's the Toad and Badger. There is a house of herbs. There is a foundry. There is a bakehouse. The Rolling Scones. Oh, that is a wonderful pun. That is some top punnage right there. And then the rest of its houses, there is an infirmary over there. But there is not a woodworking place round here. So that might be pretty good for us. If we can go out there and get that constructed, then we will get all of the business for that, which is very, very good indeed. Yeah, I don't think there is anything else around. And of course, this place is not actually that big. It's not that big a place. I mean, we've got that place down here, so we've got ourselves the new town here, and then we've got this area, and that's kind of it within the city walls itself. I don't know if there is another one around here. Is there a sort of a woodworking place around here? There's a clothing shop, which, yeah, we'll have to muscle in on their business. No. A ternary. There's a ternary over here. Wood is good. I see what you've done there. But that might be it. So there's not that much in the way of the sort of woodworking stuff at all. So, okay, that's quite encouraging for us. That might mean that if we do actually get one of those buildings down eventually, then we'll be okay for business. We're not really making too much money right now. It'd be nice if we could make more money, please. Come on, people. Come on, people of Piece of Cake Crafts. Work harder. Uh-oh, Alisa is being attacked. Alisa is being attacked by this scallywag. However, she has got a massive, great big rapier, and I think he is just punching her. I mean, that's just not in it. It's you again. It's Ties or Ties or whatever your name is. That is just not on at all. And you there, my good sir, are attacking a pregnant woman. Do you have no honour? You got everything you deserved. I mean, if I were her, if I were Alisa, I would be tempted to chuck you in this, I mean, I'll say river, stream, maybe. I would be tempted to chuck you in the water here and just leave you to your fate, because that is not on at all. So yeah, you're currently dizzy. And what's that? You're dizzy and unconscious, and also you are debuffed. You're demotivated by a bad reputation. And Alisa didn't actually take that much damage. She took a bit of damage, but not as much as maybe Gunter did. Now, do we need to get Gunter a proper weapon? If people are now coming to attack us a little bit more frequently, maybe we should arm ourselves a little bit better. I don't know, where is Gunter? Whereabouts are you? Right, you're running around. You're going past a market. This is perfect. Gunter, come here. And just pop into the market, would you? Let's get ourselves a proper weapon. So you can sell your little dagger. That's fine. And we will get ourselves a proper weapon equipped. So flog that. Yep, go on. Sell, 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 sell. Why can't we sell it? Put it into our hands and then sell it? Okay, right. So we'll make 52 off that, which is lovely. And then, yeah, you get yourself a rapier as well, because they're quite good. 3 attack power, 1 defense, and 25 damage. Or 4 attack power, 2 defense, and 40 damage for a short sword that are only a tiny bit more expensive. So 3 attack power. That's got, the short sword has more attack power. It's got more defense, and it does more damage. Yeah, let's go for a short sword. That might be a good idea. So we'll pick one of those. 261 monies. Yes, please. We will equip you with that immediately. So now hopefully people will not, won't take us down quite so easily if we're whacking them over the face with a short sword. Also, can we upgrade your clothes now? You've got robust clothing on. Can we give you something a bit better? How about citizens' clothing? 10 armour. Yeah, that's going to be useful as well, isn't it? 4 resistance, 4% reputation bonus. Now that's 10 armour, 4 resistance, 7% reputation bonus. Yeah, the citizens' clothes give you stealth for some reason. Not overly sure why. Peasant clothing. I mean, even peasant clothing is better than our robust clothing. What can we afford? 469 for 10 armour, 3 resistance, and 2% reputation bonus. Yeah, I quite like the idea of a reputation bonus. But the commoner's clothes give us... Hang on, the commoner's clothes don't give us... They give us stealth for some reason. Whereas the peasant clothes give us a reputation bonus. Seems a bit strange. Artisan clothes give us more. I'd quite like... Oh, there's none of them left. Oh, there's hardly any clothing in stock, in fact. There's 2... I think that's just gone up as well. 2 commoners' clothes and 2 peasants' clothes. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, technically we are a peasant. So why don't we treat ourselves to some peasant clothing? Lucky us. One day we'll make our own clothes. Just you watch. So there we go. Now we're... Oh, hang on a minute. Swap it out, please. Now we're in peasant's clothes, so we have some armour as well. And we're a bit resistant to the germs and the lurgy. We'll sell that for absolutely nothing. There we go. Sigmar Roller suddenly appears from behind a tree out of the blue, looks at you condescendingly and says, "I don't like you." In your amazement, you barely manage to utter, "Why not?" as Sigmar Roller has already turned and is walking away with a sneer. Or whatever it was, it is obvious that the Roller family doesn't like you anymore. Any reasons? I mean, I like the fact that he just appeared behind a tree. just pops up behind a tree. I don't like you. Bye-bye now. Cheerio. See you later. Good day. Okay, fine. So, right. So Sigmar Roller. So maybe they will have a bit of a feud with us at some point. I do not know. But yeah, we've avoided feuds thus far, which is pretty good. At some point, we are going to get back into this, of course. We're going to go into here, and we're going to become one of these sort of council positions, gate guard or informer or whatever. I think, however, we have to be a citizen to do all these things. Yes, requirement citizen. So yeah, we can't do any of these things right now. Is a gate guard a citizen, actually? Yes, because I guess these are city positions, aren't they? They're to do with the city. You're a town clerk or you're a council informer, and they're all to do with the actual city itself. So I assume, yeah, that sort of makes sense. We have to be a citizen to get these jobs. We will get there eventually. Of course, we need a bit more money first, and money is still relatively slowly trickling in. I really, really want to get our second building in. I really want to do that. But yeah, look, you're not getting the right things in. Make daggers. Daggers make the money. Daggers make all of the lovely cash. Make some more stabby tools, please. Oh no, more people are being attacked. Who is being attacked now? It's Alisa. And she is being attacked by whoever you might be. Hit her, madam. Hit her upon the face. You're a henchwoman. Oh, so somebody has sent you from another dynasty to attack us specifically. You're a henchwoman. So you are a heavy, if you like, who's been sent over here to beat up us. Now, the thing is, we do have a rapier. You've got a little sort of stabby dagger thing. How are we looking in terms of health? You've lost a chunk. Alisa has not lost any just yet. Of course, we are in slow-mo. Let's put it on to normal. Yeah, okay. Do you know what? I think we'll be all right. Yes, obviously, we will be hurt. And again, you're attacking a pregnant woman. I mean, there is no honour here. Oh, and a whole entire year is going to pass. It's a very long fight. Thank you for helping, sir. Marvellous. One good hit and you will be down. There you go. In your face. Right, okay. So what dynasty are you? Who are you? You're the Schmalburgers. Okay, so the Schmalburgers have actually specifically targeted us. It's not like they were just trying to pickpocket us by being, naughty thieves. They actually decided to actively come over and try and attack us with a henchman. Okay, that's a little bit worrying. I don't really want to get on anybody's bad side. But yeah, if they're going to be idiots, then we will fight back. We'll fight back. I'm not going to sort of engage in anything terribly nefarious like that, but we will defend ourselves. Also, I think, yeah, there you go. Also, you leveled up. So Landfried, our newest worker, you can level up. Dexterity and intelligence, what you need for productivity. You're on 75% right now. I noticed that your intelligence is 1, so let's give you a point there. And my productivity has gone up to 83%, which is wonderful. And the second child of the Piece of Cake dynasty has been born, and it is a daughter, and she has a charisma of 2, she's got dexterity of 3, intelligence of 5, which is very good, perception of 2, and a strength of 1. So we're not exactly breeding the strongest of descendants, but that's fine. I mean, it's not particularly great when they get involved in these fights that we're seeing. They don't hit as hard with their weapons, but that's fine. We can buff that up when they level up and stuff if we have to. But yeah, intelligence of 5, that is very, very good indeed. So okay, right, you're called Elizabeth. No, we're not going to call you Elizabeth. It is a lovely name, but it's got to fit in with the theme, of course. The Piece of Cake dynasty needs a piece of cakey name. Frustratingly, I wanted to call her Victoria Sponge, but unfortunately that's too long. There's a character limit, and I can't call her Victoria Sponge. I can call her Victoria Spa, but that doesn't really mean anything. So we'll just go for Sponge. So we'll have Sponge Piece of Cake. So, okay, welcome to the world, little Sponge. Okay, so yeah, Sponge doesn't appear down here. Sponge is just not of interest at the moment. But there we go. So if we just pop back home, we can now see both Battenberg and Sponge are at home. I assume that Battenberg now looks after Sponge. The 1-year-old looks after the newborn. I'm not entirely sure how this works. Can Battenberg actually do anything yet? Can Battenberg apologise to the neighbours? You can't go out and play. Okay, fine. Right, never mind. You can't do much right now. Who is that stood outside our house? Norbert. Who are you, Norbert? What are you doing? Why are you stood outside our house? Can you go away? You're just some commoner. You're not here to cause trouble, are you? Or rob the house? Because it's guarded by children. And we've all seen Home Alone. We know how vicious children can be when they're guarding a house. So don't even think about it, Norbert. I'm just watching the money rolling in as our transporter goes over to the market and seems to be making 229 monies every time. Also, a feud has been declared against us and somebody is being attacked. Oh no. The Schmalburgers have declared a feud, and the Schlenders have declared a feud. Hang on. Didn't we like the Schlenders? Didn't we help the Schlenders at one point? Weren't they the ones that we stopped being murdered? That's a little bit harsh, isn't it? And the Gürtelmachers have praised us, and our reputation of the inhabitants of here is now friendly. Okay, that's good. I always thought it was, but okay. And a feud by the Schlenders and the Schmalburgers. Okay, well, as long as no one's being attacked, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, we're making quite a nice chunk of money each time we drop off our goods. Another 213, and we're spending 36, which is excellent. That's not very much at all. Let's see what we get this time. Another 213. I mean, we do that a couple more times, and we can go and build our extra new building now. There is a bit of a lag now. Come on. Give us the money. Show me the money. Oh, 51. Oh, no, that was terrible. We lost money on that one. That's fine. Maybe we've got some big stuff underway. Maybe we've got a load of daggers now coming in. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm waiting for 4,000 money. I'm waiting for 4,000 money before we can get this building in, and we're just shy. We are just shy of the 4,000 monies we need to build our new building, and there it is. Only just, but it's in. Okay, right, let's slow time down. I think what we'll do is we will build over here, because over here doesn't have any woodworking building. So we'll get ourselves this building in over here. So yeah, the carpenter shop, woodworking hut, 1,630. It's going to be called the figurine. No, that's just a bit strange. No, we don't want to call it that. Okay, due to the character limit, we're going to take a little bit of poetic license on this. I wanted to call it Piece of Cake Wooden Stuff. Unfortunately, that's not going to cut it because we've only got 20 characters. I then thought, okay, we'll call it the Piece of Cake Woodery because we're making stuff out of wood, so it's sort of a woodery. Unfortunately, that's too long, so we're going to go for Piece of Cake Woodery, but without the E. But pretend there is an E in there. It's just very, very small and you can barely see it. So yeah, we'll go for that, please. We'll confirm that. So we'll get our woodry in. We want it as near the market as we can get. I mean, if we can build it on that corner, that would be marvellous. So, okay, yes, we'll construct that building there. Move time on nice and quick. Let's just watch the building. I mean, I'm no architect. I'm not an architect, but I'm fairly sure this isn't how buildings work. I'm fairly sure that buildings do not rise out of the ground like this. I mean, I've never built a building. I've never constructed a building from scratch. I'm fairly certain that this isn't how it works. But okay, it's fine for now. It looks very lovely. It's got a sign. I don't know what that is, but there's something on the sign. It's a thing. Okay, I don't know what that is on the sign. I assume it's something to do with carpentry. I'm not entirely sure what that would be. Or is it a symbol of some sort? I don't know what that is. I mean, this sort of stuff is a world unknown to me. I don't know anything about woodwork or carpentry or anything. So yeah, that might be a tool or it might be a symbol or something. I don't know what it is. But whatever the case, there we go. Okay, so now we've got this in. We've got a bit of money left. Let's go through into here. Let's sort this out now, actually. Let's get this all done. So, right, go to add-ons. We want to get an extra worker. Yes, please. And I see this doesn't have the little upgradey light things there. We now have to upgrade to the next level of building, I think, in order to get another worker. So it's marginally different in how it works as opposed to our little sort of a crude craftsman's hut thing. Okay, so we've got that. We want productivity to go up. We want customer satisfaction to go up. That's quite good. And that'll probably do for now. Just want to keep a bit of money behind. Right, so come out of add-ons. Okay, right, hire some employees. We need a transporter. We need you. We need you. And we need you. So we've got Franziska, Waldemar, Elena, and Fiete. Okay, and the things we can make are planks, walking sticks, wooden frames, combs, and oak barrels. Yay. But at some point, we'll be able to make a cupboard. It's very exciting. Oh, and they sell quite well. They sell for 436 monies. Ooh. Okay, right. Yeah, that's going to be very, very, very good indeed. That's good. And yeah, it needs a bit of paint, some nails, and a wooden frame. Oh, we can absolutely get round to that. Okay, right. Let's automate you lot. And then let's go to the storage rules and just see what we want to do. Combs. Are they going to be all right profit-wise? They sell 125 for a comb. My goodness. Made from an oak plank. Why can we only make one comb from an oak plank? How big are the combs? Everyone here in Magdeburg has massive hair. Okay, we'll keep 5 of those, and we'll have 20 maximum in storage. Weapon hilts and fitting, I don't think we need to care about, do we? Because they're not here. Flax, I don't think we need flax either. Hand carts, I don't think we're at that point, are we? Horses, okay. Jewels, leather. Hang on, what can we make? What can we do right now? Planks, sticks, frames, combs, and barrels. Right, so we've done combs. Let's go down and do the rest. Barrels. They're probably quite good for profit as well. Oh, not so much, actually. Not so much. Don't keep those in the front store. They're a bit boring, but have a maximum of 20 of those in storage. Planks, have a maximum of 20 of those in storage. We'll have a maximum storage of the oak wood of 60. And pine planks and oak planks, polished swamp root. Right, walking sticks. They make quite a bit of money. 87. Or a wooden frames don't make much money either. Walking sticks. Let's sell those at the front for now then, shall we? Is anything else really profitable? I suppose barrels make a bit more than everything else. The combs are the big sellers for some reason. Okay, yeah, so walking sticks. Sell for 87. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Right, let's store 20 of those maximum, and then wooden frames have 20 of those maximum as well. And the things in the front store will just notch those up ever so slightly, so the combs can go for 102% of what they're actually worth. Okay, right, everything is sorted. You are doing to the storage rules, Franziska, and we have our second business setup. There we go. So it is in. So we've completed all of the things I actually wanted to do in this part. We've got ourselves another business in, and we have another child. So we've got 2 children, and we've got a bit of money left as well. We've got 1,691 monies, and we're approaching 1,000 influence as well, which is really very, very useful indeed. So, yeah, what do we need for that? Citizen. So citizen is the next big thing we need. So maybe next time we'll work toward that. We'll get resident, that'll be fine. Then we'll get citizen. It's going to cost a bit of money and a bit of influence, but that's fine. We can earn those. We'll see what this place does. We'll see if the woodry works properly or whether it's terrible. And of course, yeah, we'll keep working on this over here. And then maybe, if we're able to get ourselves into another business, I would like to think that maybe we could call upon our friend the Cup of Teas and possibly branch out into herb tea. That's the sort of thing that I've got in the back of my mind. Right now, I think what we'll do is we'll get to citizen. That gives us a business. We'll probably go down the tailor route. But then maybe down here, if we ever get to become a patrician, we could go down the route of getting herbalism and getting a nice herb hut and selling the herb tea, because that thing made a lot of money. So that might be something we want to consider, but we'll ponder that another time, and we shall finish things up for now. Hopefully you have enjoyed this. If you have, then please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here in the Guild 3. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. She's still heartbroken. She's still sick. Oh, Colleen, it's just not your day, is it? Sean Bozzini is going to defecate. How's the lounge looking? Do you like the plants? I left them there especially for you guys. Is there some sort of terrible apocalypse which I need to know about? He's just defecated in a bush.